Breaking news here as we were waiting for the final decisions to drop from the Supreme Court today. We did, in fact, get that decision, a document related to it that was briefly posted online yesterday. So we are getting that very important ruling on abortion out of the state of Idaho. Concerns there about what it could mean for women seeking emergency care, women when they were pregnant, and whether an emergency room doctor could, in fact, perform an abortion if needed for the health of that patient, or whether they would have to worry about facing jail time under Idaho's very strict abortion law. Our CNN Justice correspondent Jessica Schneider is with us, defense attorney Misty Marris, as well as CNN contributor Lulu Garcia Navarro. Misty, there was so many folks looking at this for that exact reason, right? Because of whatever this decision was, the impact that it could potentially have not only on other states with very restrictive laws, but also perhaps on other states that were looking to pass additional laws. It's interesting to me that Justice Jackson points out they basically took the case on too soon. Does it surprise you at all then that they decided to take this case up so early when ultimately they threw it back and said, hey, you got to figure this out first?
Time they decided, because as we know, the Supreme Court does have that discretion. They choose which cases they hear. But I do think, Erica, to your point, what has happened in the wake of Dobbs and with these various restrictive laws, including this Idaho statute, but other states that have mirrored very similar statutes, criminal culpability is now on doctors if they perform abortions. In this particular state in Idaho, it's potentially 5 years in prison and loss of medical license if they illegally perform an abortion. So there's a question mark about what it means that an abortion can only be performed if a woman's life is at stake, imminent death, or any statute that has that type of language. Does she have to be at death's door? What if there's another serious condition? And so doctors don't know what to do. They're stifled from the medical perspective to protect and care for their patients. So I imagine the Supreme Court took it up because there does need to be clarity on a national level. What does this mean? However, this apparently was not the case to do so. So it's just punting this decision down the road, whether or not the federal statute actually applies in these types of factual scenarios and allows doctors to give women the care that they need. So it is going to just create more and more litigation, and it's a waiting game of when the Supreme Court will actually lend some clarity that will help the medical professionals actually provide the care needed to their patients.